So of course, after working night shift, time to rush home to prepare and leave for my trip using FlixBus. This trip was quite long, 8 hours on the road, you can imagine. So I had to grab some snacks. It was my birthday, so I had packed some snacks for myself just to enjoy as I try to vlog for you guys. A few hours later, definitely I was in Berlin.
Welcome, girl is in Berlin. Thanks for coming.
So after that welcome, applause and hugs, we went home. That's my friend's place, and we had to prepare and go out, have a meal. I wanted to really eat chicken, and trust me, Risa did me so well. I enjoyed it as we were catching up, having fun, talking. It was our first time meeting, so yeah, a toast to the new year. Really, the chicken was just mouth-watering. It was really nice. So we were catching up, laughing, talking about life. How is Poland? How are books? Yes, such a great moment. Yeah, and the chips were also dry and very tasty. The food was actually very a lot. It cost about 17 euros. So anyone in Berlin, please check out that place. As you can see, the enjoyment was just you don't want to hear this conversation, do you? I don't think you do. Yeah, but like, you know, women, yeah, we have our moments where we talk about literally everything. I think that chicken, oh my god, we couldn't even finish it, you can imagine. Yeah, but we really enjoyed ourselves. We really enjoyed it, took some photos. Actually, we left very late. Yeah, but also I was very hungry, so we had to really go out that night and just grab something to eat. Yes. Oh yeah, let me not really, you know, make you feel bad about this. Yeah, because it's been long seeing us eating and enjoying ourselves and just grooving to some random music in our heads. Me shouting it's my birthday and I'm enjoying myself. Yeah. And definitely we could not finish all this chicken. We had to pack some. And yeah, if you know me, I'm not someone who usually wastes food. So we had to microwave it and have it for breakfast. Hi, guten Morgen. Live from Berlin, Germany. So today we are going to the Jewish Museum. Today we are Jews, right?
Yeah, we are going
Come with us as we take you through Berlin.
The history of the Jews.
Yeah. Well, see you later. So guys, we are moving out. This is the neighborhood, as you can see. Yeah. So this is the attire for today. I'm putting on just a small black top with my jeans and this fancy bag from Robin Ruth. Yeah, you can check it out on Facebook and Instagram. They have very nice bags, especially for travelers. Yeah. Then for the other cold weather, I've carried some, you know, jackets in here. Yes, ready to embrace the day, ready to check out different places in Berlin. Yeah, so I should say guten Tag, like have a lovely day for now. That's what they say in Germany. This is the neighborhood. As you can see, quite an interesting neighborhood. There are no shops around. It's just this. Yeah. It's just this. So I am going down. Down, 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 down. Then we go down. I'll not use the lift for now. Yeah. Yeah. So this is where people keep their bags. Yeah, so these are the German streets. Garbage collection. Yeah, there's dose separation, waste segregation. So you see that there's a bio for bio waste. I mean, there's a dustbin for the bio waste, the paper, and the different, packaging. And that's my friend. She's putting her garbage there. Yeah, before we go. Yeah, so this is the street. The sun is giving today. The street is Goldhahn Schöneweg. Yeah. That's the street. And we are going this side. So we are here at Brandenburg Tor, the Brandenburg Gate. Yeah. Yeah, as you can see, this is my friend Linda. Linda, say hi. Hello. She's taking me around Berlin. Yeah. There are quite a number of tourists here, very many of them. So we'll just take you around. A lot of musicals, as you can hear. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. And the sun is giving its vibes today. So let me just give you a small glimpse of what was really happening on this day. So this exhibition was in commemoration of the Liberation Day that usually happened in May, and this time round it was marked to happen on May 8th, 2025. And I was lucky or blessed to just be in Berlin during that time. So this is actually before the event happens. As we know, Berlin is a city of history and modernity, and German's capital, having a lot of historical landmarks just like the Brandenburg Gate, the Berlin Wall, which I'll later on take you through. It's also mixed with modern art and diverse cultures that we will see. So here we are looking at their peace at last. We're looking at them celebrating 8 years after the end of the World War. I may not be able to take you through or explain everything, but at least we saw that this is joy after this whole war. As we all know, there were displaying of violence. The exhibitions are trying to show us how they fought, what exactly happened, and how did the post-war societies process the experience of violence and this whole World War experience. The voices you will see as we go on, what people were saying, what they were crying out to the world. And basically the German surrender in May 1945, when the World War ended in Europe with the surrender of the German Wehrmacht in Berlin, Karlsruhe, if I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah, so there are a lot of historical landmarks, and Germany has a lot of free museums, free places that you can go to just to get to understand how they got liberated, how this happened. Of course, you're seeing the end of the war in Europe. There was a lot for me to read, and it happened in 1945. Yes, so this Brandenburg Gate is actually Berlin's most famous landmark, a symbol of Berlin and German division during the Cold World War. It's now a national symbol of peace and unity. So it was very important for me to actually pass there, take some photos there, and just have that remembrance and feel of peace at last. And as you can see, there are very many tourists there trying to understand what happened, how did they win. You can see that shaking of hands. If I can zoom in for you, maybe you will see it. They're trying to shake hands. Yeah, it's really a good place for those that actually love history, and for those that studied these things. Yes, I'm not really a historian, I'm a scientist, but yeah, it was very good for me to explore and get to know certain things concerning how the Germans fought and won. And these are the voices of these people that were participatory in this war, or the families that had their members in the war. It was a complete exhaustion for some of them. You can see it was very traumatizing. Like, some of them were speaking out, their children, how they were affected by this war, and very many things to learn. I won't give you everything because I need you to visit this place, right? Yeah. Has quite a number of embassies. As you can see, the flag, I don't know if that looks like Greece, but this is France. This is still the Brandenburg tour. This is for Embassy of the States America. This is yes. And yeah, the sky is really bright today. Jewish Museum is showcasing the Jewish life in Germany, both the present and the past. As we can see, they're showing us old things, that's like the radio that was purchased back then, the wallets, the kind of money that they used. We also see that the core exhibition of the Jewish Museum in Berlin presents the Jewish history and culture in German, covering an area of over 3,500 square meters. This was just the start, but we were just captivated by the history that we were reading and trying to see, not knowing that we were going to find very amazing things. So we stuck here for quite some time, wasting time, not knowing that the place is actually quite big. It's so big, oh my god. Yeah, but I mean, it's your first time. You know, you first try to see what's close to you. People were bypassing us and they were wondering why we actually stuck there. But I mean, we had all the time. Yeah, but it closes at 6 p.m. so we didn't actually finish exploring this whole museum. Like I said, it's quite big, very big, and there are a lot of exciting things to see. The place is so beautiful, so magnificent. It has a very beautiful scenery. Like, you know, if you wanted to take photos, you would just enjoy. So this was just a start, and it's honestly nothing. It's honestly nothing. Of course, we get back to the liberation, and you know, it has a lot of history of how the Jews were living in Germany. It's most especially in Berlin. Yes. So at that moment, we were still trying to read, just trying to understand what was going on, the names that they used to have, and well, we are getting into the real exhibition. This place is so beautiful, so beautiful. That's the start of the core exhibition. The subsequent tour of the exhibition combines historical narrative from the Middle Ages to the present with thematically bundled insights into Jewish culture and religion. Asking yourself, what is the sacred in Judaism? What happens on the Shabbat? What is the sound of Judaism? Okay, so we are now getting into the insights. Enjoy. Please touch.
Sie haben mein Herz berührt.
Oh.
Darf ich mich vorstellen? Man hat mich L'amitié au cœur genannt. Auf Deutsch Herzensfreundschaft. Mein Herz hielt ich einst in meinen Händen. Ich bin schon ein paar Jahrhunderte alt. Vielleicht fragen Sie sich, warum mir Kopf und Arme fehlen und wie ich ins Jüdische Museum Berlin kam. You touch my heart. Can I introduce myself? They call me L'amitié au cœur, or heartfelt friendship. I held my heart in my hands once. I'm already several hundred years old. Perhaps you're asking yourself why my head and arms are missing, and how I arrived in the Jewish Museum Berlin. Etienne Maurice Falconet hieß der Bildhauer, der mich 1765 schuf. Aus Marmor. Für Madame Pompadour, die Mätresse von König Ludwig XV. Von Frankreich. Als ich zum ersten Mal in Paris ausgestellt wurde, hat man mich für meine Natürlichkeit und
it's towards the end of this section with a lot of prayer and practice, where visitors learn about Shabbat as a day of rest and contemplation. Very beautiful space. So here we're just walking through, finalizing, trying to just see what's going on, what they have to show us. We did not finish this whole exhibition, like to view it or see all the rooms and the places. So, and that's the Wall of Fame. Yeah, so I hope you had a glimpse of what you should expect when you come and visit. And now it's time to rush out very fast. Guten Morgen, live from Berlin. Yeah, so today we are going to visit. It's called Alte Kunst. I don't know. It's an art museum. Yeah, so I'm taking you along with me. Yeah, enjoy the nature. You can see it's still spring though. It's a bit cold. Say hi, that's my host. Hello. Lovely host. So this small museum, as we saw it, it wasn't very big, called the House Lutzeplatz. At that time, it was hosting a large-scale exhibition featuring 28 Berlin-based female artists. Yes, so you can go there, draw. This event was actually on 5th May, and as this is being recorded, it's on 6th of May. So we just had to go through the documents, see what they have to say, but of course, most of the documents were in German, unfortunately. But I mean, we had to maximize the moments, take some photos with that background. Yeah, but there was really nothing much for us to see, but regardless, we enjoyed. as we get into the Charlottenburg Wilmersdorf Museum, I can just give you a small preamble that every district in Berlin has a museum. So this is Charlottenburg, and its museum is the Charlottenburg Wilmersdorf Museum. And it was founded in 1987, being dedicated to researching and communicating the regional and everyday history of the district of Charlottenburg, as well as Berlin's cultural history. So just taking you through.
This is the history from the family. We have the old pictures. We have a cinema with very nice, very interesting films, but there is only in German. But anyway, I recommend you that you can have a look. Yeah, because the pictures they are very nice. The films are very interesting as well. To know what's before this Charlottenburg district.
Okay.
Okay, then we have in the first floor, we have more big pictures and a sculpture on the art collection from it's one of the historical landmarks in Berlin. Just a guarded concrete barrier that's encircled West Berlin from 1961 to 1989, and it was separating it from East Berlin and the German Democratic Republic, that is the East Germany. The construction of this Berlin Wall was commenced by the government of the German Democratic Republic on the 13th August 1961. So basically the primary intention for the wall's construction was to prevent East German citizens from fleeing to the West. I mean, German has a lot of history to actually get involved in and just understand. For those that studied about this German history, I know back home in Uganda we said about it. Yeah, so it's just a separation, it's just a wall, but it was very important for me to also pass by there, just see what happens. Of course, it has a lot of tourists that are being guarded on a tour around it. Yeah, but for us, we had to take ourselves there. Yeah, and of course it's accessible for tourists and everyone. If you want to know more about it, there is an office close to that place, the Berlin Memorial. So right now heading to Arden University, just check it out. You'll get to know more about this place in no time. Yeah, let's get in. Let's go there. Linda, is this your university? What course are you doing? Engineering management. I'm friends with engineers only. Sit here. Guys, meet Henry. He's the Manifest leader of Germany.
That's how. This is the place with the tallest buildings in the city.
Ah, okay. I'm here now.
Potsdamer Platz, not Alexanderplatz. Potsdamer Platz.
Ah, Potsdamer Platz. Okay. Muntwale Jemugenda because. But I've loved the city, honestly. Where are we crossing?
No,
we are going. Ah, we are going for. Ah. So after ordering the chocolate muffins and our coffee, we decided to sit down for a small catch-up, prayed, talked about life in Berlin and Germany as a whole, and then we parted ways. Linda and I decided to go back to Arden University. She had to attend her German classes online as I was enjoying my family altar. Yes, a family that prays together stays together, so we normally have a family altar on Wednesdays. Yeah, as time went on, the altar got done, and then of course I decided to dance, enjoy myself for the evening. I love dancing. this vlog. Kindly like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next vlog.